Liv Morgan issues a short message after attacking Becky Lynch during training. Brock Lesnar spotted out of character outside of WWE. And Bianca Belair shares her thoughts on WWE's NIL program. What's up, everyone? I'm Jose G, and there's a lot to talk about in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. Never miss brand new content by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Liv Morgan issues a short message after attacking Becky Lynch during training. Liv Morgan has sent out a tweet reacting to her brawl with Becky Lynch at a training facility. Morgan was trying to get revenge on the man, but the two superstars ended up getting into a brawl. On last week's episode of Monday Night Raw, Becky Lynch attacked Liv Morgan and injured her arm. WWE announced that Morgan suffered a deep bone bruise and a strained radiocollateral ligament in her left arm due to the attack. Over the weekend, the company uploaded a video on its social media account showing Liv Morgan arriving at a gym and striking someone who she thought was Becky Lynch with a kendo stick. The man emerged behind her, grabbed the stick, and began brawling. Liv Morgan quoted WWE's tweet, which contained a video of the fight, by sending out a bold message. Becky Lynch didn't stay silent on the matter, as the Raw Women's Champion also had her say about the incident. She responded to WWE's tweet with a GIF that included the words, "It was a crazy plan to begin with." The two superstars are scheduled to battle each other at WWE's next pay-per-view event, Day 1, which will take place on January 1st. Liv Morgan has never held a title in WWE before, so there's a chance she might defeat Big Time Bex to capture the Raw Women's Championship. Big E is closing in on achieving a huge milestone as the WWE Champion. Over the course of the past few months, Big E has elevated himself to a whole new level as a single superstar. Currently in his first reign as WWE Champion, the New Day star is currently closing in on achieving a huge milestone as he is set to reach 100 days as a World Champion. Big E's singles journey in WWE began a long time ago, but it wasn't until recently that he revitalized his singles career after being drafted away from his New Day stablemates Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Big E's latest singles run truly marked at the beginning when he won the WWE Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown and eventually won the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. The reigning WWE Champion went on to use his contract to cash in on Bobby Lashley to win the title in September on an episode of Raw. So far, Big E has already defended his title against former champion Drew McIntyre, whom he beat at this year's Crown Jewel show in Saudi Arabia. Big E's next task in WWE will be to defend the WWE Championship at the upcoming Day 1 event in early January. He will face Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and Kevin Owens in a fatal four-way match and will aim to walk out with the WWE Championship around his waist. Brock Lesnar spotted out of character outside of WWE. Multi-time WWE World Champion Brock Lesnar has been spotted outside of WWE in what seems to be a rare appearance outside of Squared Circle by the Beast Incarnate. In a recent photo that now surfaced on social media, Brock Lesnar is seen having fun and enjoying himself during a night out. Fans on social media platforms including Reddit and Twitter were quick to react to Lesnar's rare non-WWE sighting and also posted a very interesting photo of the former Universal Champion. Brock Lesnar isn't exactly known for making appearances outside WWE. The former Universal Champion is someone who likes to maintain his private lifestyle and also doesn't engage much with the media. However, in recent months, there have been several interesting appearances from Brock Lesnar outside of WWE. Back in July, he was spotted sporting a new look when he joined the Bearded Butchers. On the latest edition of SmackDown, Brock Lesnar took out the Bloodline all by himself and also got his hands on the Tribal Chief. After Reigns fired Paul Heyman from his position as special counsel, the Beast Incarnate saved Heyman from an assault at the hands of Reigns. Brock Lesnar's next big match in WWE will be a showdown against Roman Reigns at Day 1. The Beast Incarnate will be challenging for the Universal Championship once again after failing to capture the title at Crown Jewel. WWE originally wanted Scarlett Bordeaux to manage top Raw star instead of Karrion Kross. Scarlett Bordeaux recently revealed at an autograph signing signed by superstars that WWE originally wanted her to manage Damian Priest. Bordeaux joined WWE in 2019 and didn't appear on TV until the promotion signed her real-life partner Karrion Kross in 2020. Scarlett stated that the initial plan was for her to be Damian Priest's valet in NXT due to an uncertainty over Kross's status. The former NXT champion was still under an Impact Wrestling contract and had to wait for a few months for his WWE arrival. The Smoke Show and Karrion Kross were released from WWE earlier this year after experiencing several highs and lows in the company. Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross were incredibly dominating during their stint in the Black and Gold brand. Kross won the NXT Championship on 2 occasions, but beyond the accolades, fans particularly praised his fascinating on-screen presentation with Scarlett. Karrion Kross's move to the main roster in 2021 brought about an abrupt end to their alliance as WWE chose to push him as a solo superstar on Raw. Scarlett continued to be sidelined as Kross went on to have a forgettable spell on the Red brand. Kross and Bordeaux's names were not expected to be featured on the list of releases in November, and many fans were stunned to see the company fire the duo that had a lot of potential. Karrion Kross is presently waiting for his non-compete clause to end, while Scarlett Bordeaux has already made her return to the independent circuit. Bianca Belair shares her thoughts on WWE's NIL program. Former SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair says she hopes she can be a good representation of what collegiate athletes can bring to WWE through the NIL program. The EST of WWE is one of the company's homegrown talents. She signed with WWE in 2016 and competed in the inaugural Mae Young Classic tournament. Prior to pursuing a career in professional wrestling, she did CrossFit, powerlifting, and track and field. During a recent interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling, Bianca Belair revealed that she's excited about the new NIL program, noting that collegiate athletes are coachable and hard-working individuals. Here's what Bianca Belair had to say to Kevin Kellum in this exclusive interview.
I had to bring this up because you come from the collegiate athletic world. You are a very, very accomplished track and field. Go Volunteers. I was told I had to say that by a friend who's an alum like you. WWE has now done something since you've been in WWE. They've launched this NIL program, the Next in Line program, which is now kind of playing in new rules and regulations with collegiate athletes. There's now a whole crop of collegiate athletes who may or may not have ever stepped in a WWE ring or ran the ropes are now in line to potentially be WWE superstars in the future. Is this something, as someone who is an accomplished track and field star, you're like, I wish I had that. This would have been so much easier if, you know, when I was jumping hurdles with the voles, this would have been so much easier.
You know, when I first started in 2016, I used to always say, man, I wish I found this a lot earlier. You know, I feel like I got a late start. But, you know, I think my path is unique, and I love the path that I took. I think that, you know, if I would have started right after college, I would have never gotten to do CrossFit. I would have never gotten to go into powerlifting, which I pull a lot of things from CrossFit and powerlifting, and I use it in the ring. And it even molded me into the person I am, and a lot of that goes into who Bianca Belair is. So I love the journey that I had. I do think it's amazing that there's a lot of collegiate athletes that are getting this opportunity and are getting a head start. And you know, I have to say, being a collegiate athlete, I hope that I'm representation and I'm proof that it can work. And I'm not the only one in WWE that's a collegiate athlete that's being successful right now. You know, we have that grit. We have we're coachable. We know how to work hard. We know how to, you know, have downfalls, but still be able to bounce back. So I'm really excited about this program.
You can watch the full interview with Bianca Belair and Kevin Kellum exclusively on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. For exclusive content that you never want to miss, you gotta subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash that notification bell so you never miss whenever we drop brand new content. Follow us on all social media and download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.